Hi, this is Shu with a review of the Dawn Issue 3, the third signature shoe for Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell was really killing it in the playoffs, but he was slipping a little bit and getting hurt, and partially you can't really not blame the shoes, especially the slippage. The outsole pattern is as disappointing as usual. It's a carbon copy, pretty much a carbon copy, copy and paste of the ones used in the Dawn Issue 2s, the Harden 4s and the Harden 5s. The Harden 4s was a little bit more promising. This is a little bit of a variation from that, but not much of a departure in terms of attraction that doesn't really bite and last. So disappointing, but definitely better than the Lillard 7, which was a disaster. In terms of width, you can see that there's a bit of a prominent outrigger, but not as wide as the ones they used in the Dawn Issue 1. So it's a degradation, or rather it's not exactly an evolution from the Dawn Issue 1s. So that's a little disappointing, but still gets the job done. The upper material is kind of a knit type of material. It's not starchy at all, so it's nice, but underneath it there's a thick neoprene inner booty, so it's really hot. It's not very well ventilated, not very breathable. There's a prominent heel cup inside to get the job done, and the padding around the ankle area is very plush, so you don't have to worry about heel slippage. They have a nice little Dawn Issue Spider logo here that's got a little bit of a hologram, iridescent, light reflecting material there, so that's always a welcome addition for me, in my part, in my personal preference. There's a little torsion plate that's shaped around the lateral side and on the core of the sole and the outsole. It's right there. I thought this should be enough, but they added more plate in the inside, right underneath the shoe. So there's basically no strobo board. Right underneath your foot is this plastic piece. The white part is the area that's exposed where you can feel the light strike. They should have done the same with the forefoot area, but the plastic covers the whole forefoot area basically, or like that. It goes like that, like a smiley face, but a deadly smile, because you will feel that plasticky thing right at the ball of your foot. The area where you need a lot more comfort and shock absorption and, I guess, bounciness, cushiness to it. So expect blisters if you wear this. Even if they have a very nice light strike midsole, it's basically neutralized by the fact that they have a plastic plate right underneath your foot. The problem I had with the Dame 4s and the Dawn Issue 1s and 2s as well, that plastic plate, just get rid of it, please. The light strike material used here is very nice. It's very plush and soft. It's not super high off the ground, but it's the best amount of heel shock absorption and cushioning that I felt on light strike shoes to date. Even better than the Harden 4s, way better than the Lillard 7s, and comparable to Dame 6, but Dame 6 had sort of like a sinking feeling. This had a bit of a rebound and a bounciness to it, so this is definitely an upgrade and a good evolution forward for Adidas. The fit is a little wonky. This is the GCA, or the Greater China Area size, the so-called the Asian fit they made for someone with a wider foot, but it's not wide. It's a lot of width on top of your toe box, so there's crazy discomfort and insecure airy area on top of your toes. So that's really something that Adidas needs to get the job done. The next time they design a shoe, make it a little bit lower so the shoe actually hugs your toes and your and the top of your foot, instead of making them just be all over the place. So weird fit. The width, it's not crazy wide. It actually really slices and dices and bites your pinky toe area, even if it's a little bit wider around here and on top of the toe box area. So it's a weird fit. Definitely, if it fits your foot, great, but I feel like most average Joes will have a hard time finding the right size or the fit. For a size 9, it weighs about 384 grams, so it's not crazy heavy, but it's not exactly the lightest performer out there. What else can I say about this shoe? The price point actually went up for the Dawn Issue signatures, so that's a little questionable. Why did they do that? I thought you had this idea of trying to maintain a shoe that's more affordable. Hate it when that happens. That happened to KD. Kind of similar thing happening to the Kyries. Unfortunately, the same happening here. The insole they use is a very thin EVA type of insole, but it feels like it's like a shortbread. It's all compressed nicely. At the same time, it's soft. So this is a nice material, but I wish they would have given something a little bit thicker. Surprisingly, it's super thin, a lot thinner than most insoles out there, but it actually has a decent level of durability, and it feels softer, and it actually helps to somewhat negate the fact that it doesn't have a strobo board, but it does not change the fact that there's a hard plastic plate waiting to provide blisters to your foot. They have a lot of this Keith Haring design type of motive type of graffiti all around. I wonder if Adidas paid for the licensing or the rights to use it, or they just are going to say it's kind of inspired by Keith Haring designs. Anyone can say that. I'd like to find out what happens with that drama, if that happens too. Personally, being a big fan of the late Keith Haring's design. So, overall, please, Adidas, do something about your traction. It's going to be your undoing. At one point, Adidas had the best traction among basketball shoes, but now they've gone down the drain. Yeah, stop putting plates underneath your insoles.